Today we're going to look at the Economic Geography map. Do you recognize anything on this map? Does anything look familiar? There's an airport. There's a forest. There's some roads. There's railroad tracks. And some other things that we will explore further. But first, I want you to see that the map is divided into 4 sections. There's a section over here where there seems to be some forests. So I'm going to place the trees in the forest. There's somebody who works in the forest. He's a logger. So I'm going to put him right here on that circle. His job is to cut down the trees. What kind of transportation do you think a logger would use? Would he use a fancy sports car? Probably not. A logger would probably drive a pickup truck. This area down here, this represents a factory. So when the logger cuts down the trees, the logs are piled up and they can be put on a train. So we can have a train right here that is carrying the logs. The logs come to this area right here, which is a factory. This factory happens to make pencils. So once they have received the logs and they've made the pencils, they can ship them out by boat, or they can put them on a truck. And that's the loading dock for the truck. As we move over to this part, we can see that this represents a town or a city. And in the city, we have lots of different places where we can go shopping. We can go to the bank. We have different services of people who help us. So there's a letter carrier. And the letter carrier is probably going to be driving a truck. Someone else who helps us in the city is the firefighter. And the firefighter drives a fire engine. We also have a police officer. And the police officer drives a police car. There are other people who provide services for us in the city. One is a pilot. And the pilot is going to pilot the plane. When your pet is sick, someone who provides a service is a vet. Someone else who provides a service for us are bakers. They bake bread and cakes and all sorts of nice things that we can buy either at the bakery or at the Walmart. The 4th part of the map is where the government is. So these different parts represent this is the Supreme Court. That's the seal of the Supreme Court. That's where the judges are. This is a picture of the White House. That's where the president lives. This is a picture of Congress. That's where all the laws are made. What joins all of the different parts of our map are transportation, whether it's roads or railroad tracks, boats, or airplanes. They are all connected.